This is the UK Defcon Warning System. This emergency update is for 11 AM, Saturday the 23rd of January, 2010. Condition Blue, Defcon 4, Condition Blue, Defcon 4. There are no current terror threat against the United Kingdom at this time, but the UK terrorist threat level has been raised to severe. The UK terror threat level is being raised from substantial to severe, Home Secretary Alan Johnson has said. The new alert level means a terrorist attack is considered highly likely. It had stood at substantial since July. It is in response to the perceived increased threat from international terrorism following the failed Detroit airliner bombing on Christmas Day. Mr. Johnson stressed there was no intelligence to suggest a terrorist attack was imminent. The decision to raise the threat level was made by the UK's Joint Terrorism Analysis Centre, JTAC. The Home Secretary said JTAC kept the threat level under constant review, making its judgments based on a broad range of factors including the intent and capabilities of international terrorist groups in the UK and overseas. He said, "We still face a real and serious threat to the UK from international terrorism, so I would urge the public to remain vigilant and carry on reporting suspicious events to the appropriate authorities and to support the police and security services in their continuing efforts to discover, track and disrupt terrorist activity." Mr. Johnson said the new level meant people needed to be more aware. The decision to raise the threat level was not specifically linked to the failed Christmas Day bomb attack on a plane bound for Detroit or to any other incident, he said. Mr. Johnson said the government would not reveal specific intelligence details. "We never say what the intelligence is, and it would be pretty daft of us to do that," he said. He added, "It shouldn't be thought to be linked to Detroit or anywhere else for that matter." But the UK had not reached the highest threat level of critical, which would mean an attack was imminent. Mr. Johnson said, "We have a very adept and very focused counter-terrorism facility in this country, which consists of many police officers as well as security officers, so the public should be reassured by that." The threat level system consists of low, attack is unlikely; moderate, attack is possible, but not likely; substantial, attack is a strong possibility; severe, attack is highly likely; critical, attack is expected imminently. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security said the move meant the UK would be on a similar level of alert to America. In a statement it said, "The UK is raising their measures to effectively where we are with the airport security measures that we have taken and announced over the last few weeks. We have enhanced our security measures and communicated specific information to industry, law enforcement and the American people." Mike Granat, a former head of the Civil Contingencies Secretariat in the Cabinet Office, said the move would have an effect both on the public and behind the scenes. The main reason for alert states is to warn people who have a specific task that they ought to do something differently, they ought to be taking more steps, or they ought to move to a different phase of the security plan, he said. It also raises awareness among the public to keep their eyes open, and one shouldn't forget that the millions of pairs of eyes of the public are an extremely useful weapon in the fight against terrorism. Prime Minister Gordon Brown announced on Wednesday that direct flights between Yemen and the UK were to be suspended over fears about their safety. The change in threat level comes days ahead of two major international conferences, on Yemen and Afghanistan, in London on Wednesday and Thursday. There are 5 levels of terror threat, ranging from low, meaning an attack is unlikely, to critical, when an attack is expected imminently. Severe is the second highest level on the scale. The threat level was first made public on the 1st of August 2006, when it was set at severe. It was raised to critical on the 10th of August that year after a series of arrests over an alleged plot to blow up transatlantic aircraft, but lowered to severe again the following week. The threat level was last at critical in June 2007, following the attack on Glasgow Airport and the failed car bombings in central London. Please don't worry about the series of events taking place. But if you suspect anything suspicious, please contact the police straight away. Remember, we are not the officials, so please do not follow our actions. We are just here to give current affairs, and we use our own system to evaluate current actions across the world. Make your own decisions if there is an attack. The government and other officials will instruct you on what to do if there is an attack. We will however give radiation levels in your area, but will be mostly approximate. Please comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your time.